Hey guys, welcome to another I Am Drew video, here again with my good friend Corey, and some of you guys have noted it in the comment section, hey, like it would kind of be cool if these two ever got together, so we were just thinking, what would that be like? Yeah, just to know. So we're going to put that to the test today. You know, the best way to find out how well you would work in a relationship with each other.
Obviously, take a compatibility test from Google.
Right. Google Google got me through high school, college, most of my day-to-day life. So I figure if us would ever work out, if we could ever be a thing, Google's going to tell us. We're going to do compatibility tests.
We're going to...
Maybe a couple, we don't know, depending on what the tests look like. Then we are going to do...
We're going to read what our zodiac signs say that we are, like how we are compatible-wise. And then we'll do the love languages.
Right. And by the end, we should know if I should never talk to her ever again, or if we should start a family together tomorrow.
We're going to do the one that says it's 99.9% accurate. Do you talk to him or her? Be honest, or your result won't be accurate.
We do need to be honest here. I don't want you to try to, because I know how much you're into me. So don't change your answers to try to make us seem good.
Okay, well, yeah.
Do you talk to him or her?
Yes.
I feel like we talk a lot, but do we actually talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you consider you and him or her to be friends? Yes.
Well, I introduce you at the beginning of every video as my good friend.
Or your best friend sometimes. Has he, she been in a relationship with any of your close friends? No.
I don't think so. Are you hiding something from me?
Me and Bryce dated.
I'll keep it as I don't.
Why she said?
I don't know.
It's no.
You're just a good friend.
Oh my gosh. Have you had any physical contact with him or her?
Yes, I walked into him/her the other day. Yes, a high five. Yes, a hug. Yes, a kiss and a hug. This is a testament for 12-year-old girls.
This is someone who's like, do they really like me or no?
The other day we bumped into each other in the hallway.
His hand brushed mine.
Well, I guess we have to tell him that even though we're just friends, we have kissed and hugged. I'm not proud of it.
What was it like when you kissed him or her?
We made out with tongues, etc. What would etc. be? What would that be?
Other things?
We made out with our genitals? Was it just a peck on the lips? Sometimes I just only peck you. Sometimes just a...
It's like all of these. We made out with tongues, etc. A long kiss on the lips, a peck on the lips, a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, but which one do I do most often? Do you know his/her family, siblings, etc.?
Yes. I have close ties to his/her family. Yes, brief meetup. No, but I'd like to. Not yet. I don't want to.
Wow. Put it this way, guys. If you're answering this one, I don't want to, things are going to end up very good for you too.
I don't want to meet his family. Pick the scenario that best describes your relationship. We have a romantic interest in each other. There's a romantic spark. We have a connection. He or she just doesn't realize it yet.
That sounds scary.
We have a connection.
Yeah.
They just don't know.
She doesn't know she loves me yet, but she does.
There's nothing there yet, but things can change. There's nothing. We're not even friendly.
If you can take this test and say that, I don't know.
This is like, we have a connection, but she just doesn't realize it yet. This is like when we weren't together, and I'm like, we are supposed to be together. And you're like, how do you know? And I'm like, I just do.
Da-da-da.
Mine says...
We got the same thing. I bet something will work out here. You seem to have a strong relationship, so something positive will probably take place in the not too distant future.
Winky
Smiley face.
It's a winky face.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I can't see. This test is 99. They remind you again.
Yeah.
It literally says compatibility test 99% accurate, and then in the description it says 99% accurate. Therefore, things will probably work out. Remember, don't change yourself because you like someone. You're brilliant just the way you are. Well, that's only one test. We'll take another. Okay, so here, let's mix it up. Let's do our you and your partner compatible. Let's just act like we're already together.
If someone asked you how compatible you were as a couple, what would you say? Our relationship isn't perfect, but we're strong as a couple. We see ourselves as very connected and are on the same page about the things that are important to us.
I would say we're either C or D.
Yeah.
Same page about the things that are most important to us. Like, sometimes I kind of worry that, like, you don't take my video games as serious as I do.
I always let you play video games.
I know, but you don't, like...
I'm not.
You don't want to, like, play with me and stuff.
I do. I'm just.
You
not
only
good.
want to play Mario Kart. And I have a video game tattoo on me, so...
I said that I want to play.
But I understand, because I don't take Pinterest as serious as you, and you have a Pinterest tattoo on you, so... It's important to you, and it should be important to me, too.
So... D?
Yeah, I think that talk right there moved us from a C to a D. Because I really feel like we just made a lot of progress right there. Ah!
That was a peck on the cheek.
Not in the eyes of the Lord.
How do you spend your spare time as a
I
couple?
can't see it all.
We spend a lot of time together.
I would say a lot of our interests are very similar, but we do our own things too. Like you read and I'll be playing video games and...
Or like if I'm doing something with friends, like I'll go and do that.
Or like if I'm doing something with friends, you feel the need to try to do something with your friends around there. So like you kind of are separate, but you still gotta like stalk me at least a little bit. So I don't know. We're like separate but shared. Maybe a little too shared. Next question.
As a couple, would you say that you regularly share a laugh together?
I
Oh my
don't even need to read
gosh.
this, not
We
really.
laugh.
Oh.
None of these even match us. We laugh so much.
I would say probably at least 50% of the time we're talking to each other, it's us trying to make each other laugh.
I know.
Oh no.
How close are you when it comes to sex and intimacy? We just have mechanical sex?
Wow.
Like
We
a
are.
mechanical pencil?
No, they mean it's like robotic, like real jarred. You're just trying to get to the finish line.
We are pretty passionate. It's like one area that's always been good.
Everything else has been like, listen, we can count on sex, but we can't count on anything else.
We like to hold hands and have a cuddle. Intimacy is important to both of us, and we've always made time to be close.
I mean, I would say we're pretty passionate, other than I don't like it says it's the one area that we've always been good. And then intimacy is important to both of us. I guess that's probably it. We like to hold hands and have a cuddle. That's like what my grandpa would answer. Well, we like to hold hands and have a cuddle.
When it comes to talking about raising a family, how similar are your ideas?
I wonder if we're kind of more like we compromise. Like, I think we want to be like... We both agree to want to be like the best parents we can be once that time finally comes. But do we have the same ideas? I guess we kind of do, though. I've never heard you been like, no, that won't happen.
Yeah.
Except for that one time. You want to bring it up on video?
I don't even know.
We'll talk about it after.
You answered D in the personality quiz 10 times. You have similar beliefs and values that are important things in your lives, from family and friendships to managing money. If you're planning on getting married, our partner's marriage care, run fun, and informative marriage preparation course.
Oh God. That would actually be another video that'd be funny. Like, marriage preparation. If this video gets enough likes and views, we'll do that.
I think this was good. Like, I feel like this is pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean, there's just like a couple things that I don't feel like they asked me about you that I definitely would have said, like, oh.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think that we would probably be pretty good together, I guess. Or something. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yeah, sure. Aries and Scorpio. So I'm an Aries and Andrew is a Scorpio. So the first one is sexual and intimacy compatibility.
Ooh.
Aries and Scorpio are signs
that can be a good sign. I almost threw up the second you mentioned that. Aries and Scorpio are signs with an unbreakable bond. Aries is our first breath. Scorpio is the last. I'm death. Not only are they both ruled out by Mars, but Scorpio is ruled by Pluto too. Pluto is known for its destructive qualities. I sound sweet. Usually related to sexual repression, and it can intensify all things. Sex primarily. Is this just about sex?
Well, this is the section, because then it'll
The
go.
section?
It's
That was good. Did you mean to do that on purpose? Like section? Because you said it just like that. Is that what you meant to do?
no.
Oh, that was good. You should have took credit for it because that actually made me really proud. They are a combination of everything we don't want to deal with when it comes to sex. What? It lacks pleasures. We're opposites. There's a lack of love. Holy crap. Oh, listen to this. I like the sound of this. If Aries and Scorpio find an understanding inside their sexual relationship, they'll become an atomic bond of sexual experiences. What? Who wrote this?
I told you.
Who wrote this? It's a 50%.
Yeah.
Wow, is there something you're not telling me about our love life? Well, I can tell you what, we're never happening now.
Aries and Scorpio with trust. As opposed to sexual compatibility, this issue is easy for them. If you lie, you die.
Oh, that's kind of like what I say about, like being
cheating.
honest and stuff like that.
Not literally, of course, but a small
But
lie.
maybe a little literally. Like, I think there's been like a couple times where you've said like, if you do this, I'll kill you. Like, how many times do you think I've actually been like, she'll actually kill me? What percentage of the time do you think I take
I was
you
gonna
serious?
say like maybe 50 to 75% of the
That's a huge range. What do you think?
50% of the time.
I'm gonna say 60%. More than half the time I'm like, wow, she thinks that she's huge, she thinks that she could beat up anyone, she's gonna kill me.
Scorpio wants to be the only one that was ever loved by their Aries partner. That is true for you. If they have doubts about each other's actions, it is very likely they won't last long. That's probably why we broke up the first time. That's a 90%. Aries and Scorpio communication and intellect, 20%.
Do you think it's saying, oh my god?
Hold on, we're not there yet.
Dude, in the eyes of these people, we are not good.
Scorpio is too dark and difficult for Aries as much as Aries is too shallow from Scorpio's perspective.
Oh, holy crap. I love how these things tell you what you think of the other people. Now I'm like changing my perspective about you. I'm like, she is shallow.
Aries, Scorpio, and emotions, 1%.
Ugh.
It's really easy for Scorpio to get hurt. I would say that's
Oh,
true.
you're gonna hurt me. I always knew that you'd be the end of me. Just the other day, remember we were talking about like the way that I'm gonna die will be you will literally stress me out to the point where I just die. Huh?
I was joking.
You're like, be honest, you know it's true.
Aries will probably never know or understand what happened in Scorpio's emotional world because they simply didn't sense anything.
Holy crap. You're like a brick wall. You don't have any emotions. I just want you to be emotional with me.
Aries and Scorpio values is 40%.
And then this one's
activities
real.
is 99. You could say that their main shared activity is sex. Everything else is secondary anyway.
Alright, so here's the summary. Think of this as a combination of the signs through the most aggressive image of fire and water element.
I'm the fire, you're water.
Fire evaporates water just like Aries shatters Scorpio's feelings. Water damps down the fire just like Scorpio wears Aries out. I almost feel like we're backwards. They seem to bring out the worst in each other, and this is nobody's fault. It's just hard to reconcile so much focused energy that moves in two different directions. Their relationship is just like the process of nuclear fusion and often just too much to handle. Holy shit. I had like plans for a future for us, and now I'm like, I'm back on the market.
I thought I was just a friend.
Yeah, but I was like considering. At the end of this video, I was going to be like, will you be mine? But not anymore. Are you kidding me? We have a 1% in emotions. 1%. Alright, let's do the love languages.
Age.
Alright, gender, male.
I finally get to
age.
pick.
Oh, you're up.
I know.
You're older.
I upgraded. Married or in a relationship? Yes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say no.
Have you read the 5? I have.
No.
It said, have you read The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman? I have. He has not.
It's more meaningful to me when I receive a loving note, text, email for no special reason from my loved one, my partner, and I hug. I guess I'm more of a text. You're probably hug because you're like always like, ah!
I like being on you, but I kind of like both.
But I think you're more touchy. You're like, sometimes we just need to touch. And I'm like, get off! Man, this is tough for you.
I know.
This is literally the make or break for us too, so.
It's just our love language.
I know, if our love language doesn't work and we have a 1% emotions, Cori, we're not going to work.
Our love languages don't have to match.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
The love languages have to work well with each other.
You just have to know. You just have to know how to love someone using their love language.
God.
That's all. It's more meaningful to me when I sit close to my partner. I'm complimented by my loved one for no apparent reason.
You like both of those.
I know, it's hard.
I don't feel like I almost care about either of these. I mean, I guess, I don't know.
Yes,
I like us sitting close together.
You like when I do things like that too.
But I don't really feel like
like
you do
both.
that.
Yes, I do. I tell you things all the time.
My partner and I share non-sexual touch in public.
Yeah, like holding hands or things like that.
Oh, my
I want
partner,
to say that.
other than like getting fingered at a table, they're like, that's what I really want, but I guess it's fine when we hold hands. Like, what kind of question is that?
Because if you say, when I touch my partner in public, people are going to be like, ugh.
No, you will. I would have took it as holding hands, but they needed to add non-sexual because people like you are like, oh yeah, when he goes and grabs a boob, then that's how I know he's serious.
My partner doesn't interrupt me while I'm talking. Gift giving is an important part of our relationship. Did you know that I think it's like every 15 seconds you like interrupt someone talking when you're having...
I do?
No, in general, like when you're having a conversation with someone, like someone will interrupt someone like every 15 seconds.
I guess that makes sense, because if your sentence lasted longer than 15 seconds, I'd be like, oh my god.
Or like if you're having a heated conversation about something and you're like interrupting them. My partner and I are it's more meaningful to me when my partner and I are physically intimate. My partner gives me a little gift that she picked up in the course of their normal day. I do that for you sometimes.
I've done that for you.
Yeah.
I can get you just little things.
I like when I'm just like out and
I'm gonna say physically intimate.
Like this. My partner says something encouraging to me. I get to say...
Wait a second.
What?
Before we go on, you're like, I do that.
I do
I've done that for you plenty of times. I get you flowers, but you...
I do that. You act like you get me flowers all the time. The last time you got me flowers was my birthday. And the last time before that, you got me flowers... What? When you got me Starbucks and Cheez-Its?
No! You are insane. I would get you flowers all the time.
No.
You just don't remember because I did it so often. No. Or when I would just get you random little things all the time.
You get me random little things all the time, but I wouldn't say that you get me flowers a lot.
And I wouldn't say you get me much. What do you get me? Cheez-Its? Cheez-Its that you eat?
Now I get you hot Cheetos. I make sure I get you milk. I got you those Sour Patch Kids. I made you a whole basket of things.
That's because I was sick. You didn't do that while you were just out.
I got you a notebook to write all your ideas for anything that you have down.
I bought you a pen for my iPad that I don't need so you can draw. Which literally equals all of the things that you just did.
Adventure challenge thing for us / I was thinking about you.
Yeah, that was mostly, when you did that, it was definitely, Cori's gonna want to do this. Andrew will do it with me because he does whatever I want.
No, I thought it would also be good for like YouTube videos. And
yeah, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
That came
and I can throw you very far.
I got you something in the mail today. Look.
I don't know, I just didn't like your tone when you said, I do this. You could have very easily said, we do this.
Okay, I wasn't saying it to say like, only I do that.
Yeah, you literally just on the possible girlfriend ranking. Ah! Help! Help! She won't leave me alone. And it's on YouTube now for everyone to see. What is your primary love language?
Your primary love language is quality time.
Oh, so is mine. What percentage?
32%.
Oh, mine's 33. Haha. I win.
It's 10% receiving gifts.
Same.
13% acts of service.
Mine's 20%.
16% physical touch.
Mine's 7.
And 29% words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation, I have 30. I win. I'm the better boyfriend than you are.
Oh, whatever.
You would make a terrible boyfriend.
That's just how our love language
Well, guys, you just saw a relationship fall apart in one video.
We have very similar love languages.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
don't know.
talking about?
Honestly, we were doing great until the whole I do this thing, and now I know earlier in the video I said if you guys watch this, we do the whole marriage thing, but I'm just not feeling that anymore. And I value our friendship greatly, and I wouldn't want anything to get in the way of that friendship.
Like another person?
Like a title, like dating or something.
Whatever.
So, friend zone. Stamped on your forehead. If you guys enjoyed this video, you like seeing what Cori and I can do or what we should do together, please like this video, thumbs it up, subscribe to see more videos of Cori and I adventuring from the friend zone possibly to a relationship. And we will talk to you later. See you, Drew Crew.